From a super secret location deep within the mountains of Colorado, it's time to strap up, strap in, or strap on with your host, Shenanigans in One Shot. It's From the Ashes Radio!
You can't hear you very well. You got the voice of an angel. Do you need me to turn you up? What needs to go up? How about this? How about now?
And then you go down.
And then I go down. How's that? Are you better now?
Yep, we're good.
You got the voice of an angel, man. You sound glorious. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to From the Ashes on About Face Media. How do we look? How do we sound? I mean, I know how we look, but I mean, how do we look? How do we sound? What the hell was that just popped up? I don't even want to know. Something popped up and went away quick. That can't be good. Happy Veterans Day to all of you that have served our nation. We really appreciate your service. Thank you for what you have done. And you still look like you're 6 inches shorter, dude.
Look, changing where the microphone was only fixed one problem.
I love it.
Fucking terrible.
I love what you I love you, guy. Wait, first of all, and most importantly, happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
What are you, 29 today?
So on my birthday and on Veterans Day.
Uh-oh.
So you don't touch things on you.
You did?
Yes, I did. I didn't keep it.
Okay.
One of them was not for today. One of them was for a while.
All right.
One of them was not for today.
I'm protecting the face. I'm protecting the face. I'm ready to cover. Uh-oh. What you got here? Whoa. Holy shit. You did get me a present for your birthday. Oh, these are, what the heck do you got here? All right. Let's open this up. I don't want to set about anything. There's so much equipment in front of us. Ooh, About Face t-shirts. Ooh. Look at you. Damn, you did good. Oh, and my favorite color too, right? Thanks, man. We should wear these at an event.
All right. So now you're real good. It isn't from Nick.
That isn't from Nick. Thanks, Nick. You look fucking awesome, dude.
So I got these. I got one for you and one for me.
Uh-oh.
2 weeks ago. So
it's just what I wanted. Oh my God. You are fucking glorious. Look at those. That's what America looks like. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, look at this. Welcome to From the Ashes Radio. Hang on, I even got to I'm going to move the Lysol can, and I never do that. Look at this. Look what we got. We're voting for Outlaw, and then the Outlaw and the Hill. I want to kiss you. I want to kiss your mouth.
Isn't that great?
This is glorious. Oh my God.
It showed up. I picked it up from the post office at like 4 or 5 o'clock on November 5th. So it didn't get to be used properly.
That is beautiful. You know what I'm going to do?
You notice I made sure you knew where it came from.
So I'm going to put this
yeah, it says from One Shot.
behind me at my home.
Your homework.
At my homework. So when I'm on video calls at work, this is going to be glorious. Dude, that is the greatest thing I've ever received. Thank you so much. This is the best present I've ever gotten. Thank you. And, oh, that is awesome.
Good humor. Here's not good humor. You've got a great Carl. Allie has a good one coming up.
I can't wait, dude. That is awesome. Heidi Roswell, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And hey, don't discount what you did either as well. I appreciate it. Tell Chris we said thank you for his service as well. So, dude, thanks, man. That is awesome. That is so glorious, dude. I want to put it under the American flag in the studio. So much stuff around here that people have like sent us, and stuff that we got to hang up, and stuff we got to put in places.
It's constantly a work in progress.
It is.
We got a good stage one when we shut down for home. And definitely like went back into 2025. We need to like
do it again.
Dress up more.
Yeah,
I didn't mean us.
No, I think you're
hold on. I cleared that up.
I mean, the studio. Yes, it was awesome, dude. That is. Thank you so much. That is. That is awesome, dude. I love it. Hey, do you know why the walrus went to the Tupperware party? He was looking for a tight seal. You're welcome. Feel free to use that. That's all yours, bud.
Have you been stealing old fucking jokes on my feed or something?
Was that on your feed?
No, I'm just.
It
used to be something that would commonly be on my feed.
You had a while there where you were the king of the dad jokes. And
dude, for like 2 years, I just went off on it, and I kind of slacked for a while.
Well,
I'll get some more out.
Once we had the new addition to the team, yeah, you kind of slowed down a bit. You've been preoccupied. So
also, like every 4 years, I love to incite. I like to drink gasoline.
Yes,
and for some reason, it comes like every 4 years, and then I shut the fuck up and act like a functional human being in society. But for like a few months, it's so hard not to just end up and just share humor and effed up things, and so then I really got to stop.
Well,
and I'm laughing the whole time. It makes them more upset that I'm laughing, I guess.
But your dad jokes are glorious, man.
Yes. So that's what I said. I spent too much time on, upsetting and razzling and ruffling. You won't hear it. So now it'll be more funny.
That was glorious. All right. Before we bring on our guest, hey folks, just so you're aware, we are in our season where we are promoting nothing but veteran-owned or veteran-supported businesses right now. If you know of a veteran business, bringing them to our attention. We got a lot of really good ones coming up in the very near future coming up. We got some coffee companies coming up. We're going to need you to order from pretty soon here. In just a few minutes, we're going to bring on Freedom Balls. God, we love them so much. I love her. I love when you reach out to her and she's like, hey, I need a picture for social media. And you get in it. The shit she sends us is so awesome. I love this chick so much. This is the best business. When the show, even while we're on air, go to Freedom Balls right now. Order a ton of shit. Order as much shit as you possibly can. She's got beard care products on there now. It's not just all the stuff that she had on last year. She's got so much cool shit on there. And yeah, she'll be on in just a few minutes. Before we do that, though, we gotta do Combat Carl. Let me go here. I love this story. United States Navy, what the fuck are you doing? I love you guys. You guys are so awesome. You guys, we could simply do Combat Carl just with the United States Navy. We could do a whole show with just the United States Navy. I love you guys. You guys,
and it could be current events. If we would.
Yeah. I could subscribe to the Navy Times and just read it on air, and we would have Combat Carl for the rest of the
I do feel like the Navy Times, Air Force Times, or some Navy.
Yeah. You're like, what are you folks fucking doing over there? Hey, and which makes an excellent point. It is Veterans Day. As you're in Applebee's today and you're in your Starbucks and you're getting your free steak and whatnot, do not forget to thank your Space Force veteran friends. Not a single alien has touched down on Earth. Thank your Space Force veteran friends. It's all thanks to them, folks. I mean,
right?
If not for them, where would we be?
We were with our Space Force buddy today.
We were. I forgot to slap them on the ass. If not for them, I mean, where would we be? We would all be being overrun. All right, so this comes from the Navy Times, the headline, which immediately caught my attention.
I wonder what.
Speedy Command. You wouldn't believe what we do with show prep in this for the show, folks. It's all for you. CB Command Triad fired after XO found strolling naked in the woods. Does the headline alone not say, hey, it's made for From the Ashes?
Also, like an XO is kind of a big rank or big position. And it isn't like a gunner.
Well, yeah.
It's executive officer.
Exactly. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But they fired the whole command staff. That's
awesome.
Did
you get in the story where they were and what they were doing?
The pictures are awesome. And the picture, you go to the Navy Times, folks, this is glorious. The entire command leadership of Naval Mobile Construction Battalion 4, Commander James Cho, Lieutenant Commander Jason Gabbard, Command Master Chief Jason Holden, was relieved on February 11th. February 11th, this is a while ago. The entire command triad of Naval Mobile Construction Battalion 4, currently deployed to Okinawa, Japan, was fired on February 11th after the unit's executive officer was found intoxicated and walking naked in the woods on Camp Shields. We've all been there. Lieutenant Commander Gabbard The unit's XO was relieved after being discovered in the woods wearing only his boots. Safety first, folks. I wonder if he had eye pro on. Following a command gathering for chiefs and officers, the commanding officer, Commander James Cho, and Command Master Chief Jason Holden were also relieved for their handling of the incident, which they attempted to cover up.
Well,
Figuratively, literally.
Up the incident.
Get it. Nudge, nudge. Wait, see what I did there? The firing of a complete command leadership is rare. So, Matt, let's say you're E7 type, sitting there in the CVs, life is good. You didn't get invited to the party or whatever reason. And the next morning, you're like, hey, bad news. You're the senior leadership now. What are you talking about, man?
But okay, here's the deal. We talk about cultures inside of the military, and this was a formal officer ballish thing.
Ballish. If she's in the green room right now, she's going, I'm sorry, what? No, there's not a formal get together like that is not shit show. Oh yeah. And any army ball you've ever been to.
Unlike, you go to a college bar, there's always a shit show or two going on. No. It's the whole crowd on those. So it doesn't even surprise me. We don't have some stories from formals and NCO whatevers and
absolutely,
and Audie Murphy dinner involved. What's this? Dude, I had a mentor and I introduced his Audie Murphy and Reddit and all this other stuff. And I was real private, and so I got to go to the Audie Murphy dinner. Holy shit show. It's like E6s, E7s, and E6 and up. There's not even, and each one of the E6s get on has like an E4 with them, right? So there's not very many lower enlisted. There's a bunch of senior enlisted men over 40 acting, or over 30.
Acting the fool.
Like we're having the biggest frat party of the year.
Being infantry, you never got to go to a spur ride or any of those things. No like cab dinners or nothing like that.
Do you invite me to
that? No.
Spur ride. I don't know. Like,
so a spur ride is, I can't even begin to explain it. It's a cab thing, and I bought $115, $120 Stetson because they make you purchase it before you go on the spur ride.
Right.
And I was an E4 with $0 in my bank account. You buy this fucking $120 hat. You go on your spur ride, which is like 4 or 5 days long. And then you have
what do you ride?
A spur ride is basically it's a field exercise. You have to do a bunch of tasks and shit. Think of
anything?
No.
All right, go ahead.
And then you go to a ball afterwards, and nothing will piss your fucking wife off more than
not seeing you for
4 days, and you now drinking beer out of a $120 hat that she didn't want to fucking purchase in the first place, and now you're fucking drinking beer out of the thing.
You wonder why our divorce rates are so high. Like we literally are like, hey, this is the way you live. It is the way directly towards a divorce. Everything you can possibly do wrong, we're gonna make you do.
Dude, she was hot. She was fucking pissed. We didn't have the money for this fucking.
I was thinking hot chicks. I was picturing.
She was not angry. Yeah. She looked good in her dress. She looked really good.
She stayed in that dress.
Right. Yes, she did. Right. Yeah. To say the least, she was fucking pissed, man. That was angry. That was because we didn't have $120 to spend on a stupid fucking hat, which I don't even to this day know what the fucking thing is. No, it's long.
See, like when people are like, you have your GoPro from cyber school.
Yeah. You got this fucking glorious fucking shelf full of stuff.
Dude, you got to keep a handful. There's certain things I just didn't. I still have my I Love Me book, and I used it last week when I was getting ready to file for some stuff. And look at some old stuff.
Look at all this stuff you got here. This is a great.
I got my last few green books, my notebooks from NCO.
Look at beer cans up there. I mean, Statue of Liberty, the Eagle. You got all kinds of great stuff.
You got the tons. Hero cans was pretty cool. I love
our studio
and my karate trophy.
Karate trophy.
Fuck yeah, it's a karate trophy, bro.
You have a karate trophy?
Bro,
What the?
I don't. Have you ever seen a jiu-jitsu medal or any?
She doesn't mind waiting. Tell me about the fucking. I gotta hear about the karate trophy. What? Why do you have a? Please tell me you stole
The
that.
only one that's fucking cool. Like I had so many jiu-jitsu medals. Like none of them have a great story. I got a fucking karate trophy.
Why do you have a karate trophy? You stole it, right?
No, I won that bitch. I went to a karate tournament.
What?
I was a white belt. And I went, dude, I was trying. That was when I was like trying to like hit every grappling tournament there was, and like the Karate Association of Hawaii or some dumb shit put on like a karate tournament, and they had like they had like pancration, karate, stand up, and then they had karate to ground, and then they had straight grappling shit.
What the fuck?
But they gave out karate tournament. So it was like there's like a regular grappling tournament.
Uh-huh.
But since the Karate Federation like put on this huge tournament, they gave all the So I got this fucking Kempo karate trophy.
That's glorious.
Is that cool?
That is.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's better than having a bowling trophy, dude. What the fuck? All right.
Oh, I got one of those, dude.
I can believe that. Look at. I can see her in the green room. She's laughing her ass off at us. Jen, how are you, man?
Hi guys, I'm tired.
It
How are
is
you?
so good to have you back. How are you?
Pretty good.
Jen from Freedom Balls, ladies and gentlemen. We are so glad that you are here. The Christmas season is approaching. We are so glad you're here, a part of the show. Welcome back.
Thanks for having me.
How has your year been?
Busy, very busy. I hit the networking really hard to the point where I forgot about some of the things that I agreed to do, and now I'm just like super busy. Now I'm like, oh shit, I got to do all this work.
Well, good. I'm glad to hear that. I hope
Not
you get
complaining.
completely overwhelmed. And yeah, I hope you get completely overwhelmed and you decide that you hate this business and yeah, because it sucks so much. And yeah, I hope you have to hire a whole bunch of illegal immigrants. And yeah, I hope it's a great thing. So yeah, welcome to it.
I'll probably resort to child labor first, but
That's what I'm talking about. She's our kind of people. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, yeah, you, the hungry looking one. Come on in. You want to learn how to make freedom balls? That's my kind of shit right there. So Jen, tell us about, so you yourself, correct me if I'm wrong, are not a veteran, but you were married a veteran.
Yes. Yeah. No, my husband's the veteran for 22 years in the Army.
Very cool. What did he do in the Army?
An 88 Mike, so truck driver.
See, now, Army spouses have the more challenging job as far as we are concerned behind these microphones. You guys have it worse than the military service member.
I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say I have the hardest job in the Army, but
I mean, whatever, man. Did your husband ever go on a spur ride?
no, nope.
You were never Cav.
We never had to buy the hat.
Never had to buy that
Good
stupid
job.
fucking hat. Good
Right?
for you. That's the closest I've ever been to divorce. So good for you and good for him. Well, is he done? Is he still in? You guys done? with-
He's been retired for 4 years, so
Congratulations to him.
yeah, he's a welder now.
Oh no shit, that's good stuff. We like hearing that. My daughter is a welder, so good for him.
Nice.
And you guys are now independently wealthy since he's a welder, so glad to hear all of that.
Right.
Yeah,
Just like your daughter.
yeah. Well, I mean, basically, she lives in my damn basement, so she is independently wealthy. Because it's got a nicer truck than I do. Yeah, she does. You're not far off at all. Well, tell us about the birth of. I can't believe these words are about to come out of my mouth. Tell us about the birth of
The
Freedom
birth of my
Balls.
balls.
Yeah, birth of my balls. How did you? First of all, how did you come up? You all right over there, homeboy? At your age and all, you shouldn't be coughing like that. You okay? I'm old. Yes, you are. Tell us about the birth of Freedom Balls. How did this come about? And better yet, who named it?
Let's see. 2014, I married my soldier. Shortly after, I got a job at the alterations shop on
So hard
base
to
at
say.
Fort Drum. And that
Ugh.
kind of, yeah, it was rough. But that got me into sewing and just playing with fabric a little bit more. And then somewhere along the way, the Army decided to switch out the ACUs to OCP. And suddenly I had a bunch of ACUs on my hands and I didn't want to throw them away. I didn't want to donate them. So I was like, you know what? I'm crafty. I can come up with something. And eventually the ornaments came about. And that's history.
That's the birth of freedom balls, huh?
That's the birth
Do you
of
have any that
balls.
you can hold up to the camera? Because some
I
of the
do.
listeners, I'm sure, are like, what the fuck are we talking about here?
Yeah, it's just the uniform wrapped around a ball with a name tape.
Very nice. And those are Christmas ornaments.
Yeah.
So now, do you get the material? Do people that want a freedom ball have to send you the material? How does this work? What are we talking about here?
So I always have material on hand, but if anybody wants to send me their uniforms, I do take uniforms, cut them up, and make however many ornaments I can get.
Very cool. And all branches of service, everybody that's got something. I mean, what's the deal there? Tell us
Yeah, all
more.
branches. I also do Coast Guard, Space Force is included. Yeah, all the branches.
She couldn't keep a straight face when she said it. I love it. That's awesome. And your chuckle made it even better.
I make space balls.
We're getting fucking sued. Oh my God, we're getting sued.
Dude, I really just because I figure out. So we have a good one that is in the Space Force. So it used to be Air Force, and they got moved. So he gets a lot of Space Force from us. I think I need to get him a freedom ball. So he gets, oh man,
What uniform would you use though?
I don't know what they wear.
I have no idea.
They're making tinfoil.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fucking awesome. I love this shit.
absolutely.
Oh my God, I love it. Jen, all right, tell us. So, all right, everybody's like, hey, that's fucking cool as hell. Where can I get one? How do I go about this? Tell us the process. People want to get this shit in. When up to before Christmas? How close before Christmas can they order this stuff?
I'd say probably a week out from Christmas, and you'll get your ball like the day before Christmas Eve.
Yeah, you will.
But yeah, I'm pretty on top of my processing time at this point, and I've changed how I do some things, so I've been keeping up pretty well. My
Cool.
processing time is 1 to 5 days. Usually in 3, I can get it in the mail, and then in another 2 to 3 days, you'll have it in your box. You'll have my balls in your box.
You do it.
This is why, yeah, she did. She got me there before I could get there. So,
All jokes to you and me.
yeah. Well, I mean, she's a
And the
professional.
ball business.
I mean, we do this show once a week. She does this every day. So she's all about the balls. Oh, I'm going to pay for it later. Anyway, what do you call it? It's been a long year. You've been doing this a lot and things have picked up. Obviously, so we've seen on your website, you've expanded quite a bit. Like now you're doing like beard care, it looks like.
Yep.
What else you got going on? There's a lot of cool stuff on your website.
Yeah, balls, beard care, bracelets. I just got these new Red Friday bracelets that I'm trying to promote. Yeah, that's it. The beard care I actually make by hand and I bottle by hand. I'm hopefully looking to get into like a bottling company so I don't have to work so hard at that. But for now, yeah, I pretty much hand make everything, including my beard care.
That's pretty impressive. That's really good stuff. Very cool. I love everything I'm hearing. A lot of our listeners were big supporters of the first responders. So firefighters, police officers, paramedics, all that stuff. A lot of our listeners, what about like those uniforms, fire department uniforms, things like that? Oh, look at you.
I was about to say,
She held it up before I could even get the question out.
Like showing some balls.
Yeah. What else you got? Man? Look at her. She's double fisting the ball.
Like we need to have more balls than grass.
Jesus.
I even got blue balls.
New camera.
Those are
Yes.
navy, of course. Yeah, we're done with that one. I won't take that one any further.
Oh, please, no, please, by all means. I mean,
Yeah, I do thin line. I also do correctional, which is the thin gray line. I did my first one of those last year. I had someone ask me to do it, and that turned into a big deal for a minute. So
That's cool.
that is super cool. I love it. Do you have, obviously, because it's the Christmas season, you're going to be ramping up. You're going to be very busy. What's the turnaround time from order to getting your balls in my mailbox?
Like 1 to 5 days processing. Right now I'm at about 3 days, and then shipping can take between 2 and 3 days. But as time goes on, obviously USPS is going to probably drag it out to about a week.
Okay.
The closer we get to Christmas.
Very cool. How much do your balls cost?
They range anywhere from 18 to 25, and that depends on the fabric. The older fabrics are cheaper. They're on hand. I've got a ton of it. So, those are cheaper. But the OCP, that's hard to keep in stock sometimes. And so that's at 25.
So, and here's the important part, folks, if you're missing and you're hearing the sound of my voice, and this show is going to re-air, obviously, on like WTF Moments and, Heroes Media Network and a whole bunch of other platforms. So you're going to be hearing this later, not necessarily while it's live. Here's the important part of all of this, folks. It's easy to walk into Walmart and do your stupid Christmas shopping there and just shovel shit into the carriage and all that stuff. If you're hearing the show and you're purchasing from Freedom Balls, you're supporting not just a veteran family. You're putting food on a family member's table. You're putting food, you're actually putting money in the pocket of an American service member's family. You're not just shopping at Walmart and making some billionaire another $3. You're actually supporting an American small business, which is the engine of our nation's economy. So support Freedom Balls. This is the kind of folks that we need to be supporting. It's imperative. So yeah, I can't say enough good things about it. And but if you read the reviews, everybody loves these products. This is great stuff. Jen, I can't say enough good things about what you do.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
We really appreciate you coming 2 years in a row. It's very rare we get the opportunity to repeat a guest. We love what you do. So we really appreciate you coming back on the show. Cool stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And
really
I mean,
stuff.
I also try to give back, and in my own community, we've got a really great 501 called Maine Veterans Project. And a lot of the money that I get goes to them as well. They do a lot of really great things. So I definitely try to spread the love.
So you're giving back to a 501c3 in addition to what you're doing?
Yeah, sometimes I'll try to, at the end of every season, I go over my profits and I really do try to push out what I can to other companies.
Really? Well done. Well, very well done.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I did not track that. That's very cool. I didn't realize it about you.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys ever have any 501s on the show, but I've got a long list of really worthy ones if you want them.
That is all that we do it's not November and December. That is how we spend our time. So yeah, we are always looking for good 501c3s that we can support that are doing good things for their local communities. So by all means, send them our direction. So yeah.
Awesome.
Jen, I want to be as respectful of your time as possible. Obviously, you got a family, you want to keep it going. You got a welder that needs to be fed, things like that. I'm going to pass you off to my hetero life man over here. He's going to give you some outgoing instructions. And so she's all yours, boss.
Jen, you've done this before, so you get about 2 minutes at the end of your time with us to go over anything you want. Remind us of your handles, show us some more of your balls, so on. So we'll try not to cut you off and interrupt too much. But
okay. I mean, my balls can be found on either Etsy or this other really great site called Spousely. The vendors that they have are all either military or some form of military affiliation. They're just a really great place to shop from, so you can get my balls there as well. I don't know. I always don't know what to do at this part, you guys.
What are you talking about? So, all right, start at the beginning. Tell us about your social media stuff.
I can be found on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Pinterest. I'm really trying to beef up my TikTok. So if you want to go over there and follow me, that would be awesome. But yeah, I also like to do funny content. TikTok's great for that.
If you have not been on Freedom Balls TikTok yet, you are absolutely missing out. She is fucking hysterical, folks.
Try to get a little bit of military wife humor out there.
And you'll get turned on to a second page there. I'm not going to give any details. That is also fucking hysterical. So you're missing out, folks. Yeah. Do you have a website, Jen?
I do have a website. You can purchase through there, but it's really it's an archaic site. I don't recommend it, but it's a really great way to get through to all of my socials. And then if I have a collaboration going on, I'll announce it there. And I do have a newsletter that you can sign up for too as well.
Very cool. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been talking with Jen from Freedom Balls. Jen, do you have stickers?
I do have stickers. I've got a few. I have an action coin sticker. It's not the actual coin, but it's a sticker of an action coin that says "Thank you for your cervix." That's really fun to hand out to fellow dependas, as we call ourselves from time to time.
Oh my God.
We need to get a bunch of them stickers.
Can we? Yeah.
We need a bunch of those.
Like a big.
Yeah, because I would. We have a few events we've been invited to, and we like to support. Like we've got a bunch of.
And Rob wants to see if we can not get invited back.
Yeah, we want to not
Yeah.
be invited back. Exactly right. And so
Nice.
like Patriot Cigars supports us, so we're gonna hand out a bunch of Patriot Cigar stuff. We absolutely need some of them stickers because we would absolutely pass all those out. So yeah, I will get with you offline and we will
Awesome.
absolutely pass those out. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been talking with Jen from Freedom Balls. Christmas time is coming. If you want something unique and different that no one else is going to have, go to Freedom Balls. Check out their Instagram. I highly recommend you check out their TikTok. Buy some of this stuff. Nobody else is gonna have it. It's that simple. And send her your uniforms because she would like to use your uniforms and the name tapes and all that stuff and use it. And you're gonna have a gift that nobody else is gonna have. And it'll stay with your family for years. So yeah, Jen, I can't thank you enough for taking time away from the family to be a part of From the Ashes on About Face Media. So thank you so much for being a part of the show.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Jen, have a great Christmas, and I hope you are overwhelmed with orders, that you are sick of it, and that you never come on the show again.
We'll see.
Have a great Christmas, Jen.
Bye. You too.
Bye. She's awesome.
Always good for laughs, sir.
Yeah. I
I
love it.
remember last year when I looked at the show notes ahead of time, I was like,
What the fuck are we doing? This is my favorite time of year because we get all these like great veteran businesses come on. Like we've got some really cool ones coming up, like 120 millimeter Spice Works. I'm excited about that. We've got this coffee company coming on. We've got who else do we have coming? We've got some really cool ones. Well, you see all the calendars coming up, so yeah, you see them all coming up. We got some cool ones coming up. Allie, why do you look like that? What's the matter? You okay, boss lady?
I've been drinking all day.
That's what I'm talking about. That's good shit. Do we have a hammered Allie on the show? Is that what's happening right now?
Oh, I swear
Are
to
you
God.
lit?
Oh my God. No.
You can't
Hi,
start.
guys.
Hey, look, you can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning. So tell us about your batteries.
No, it's going all day. So I received a letter. You guys know that as a VSO, I get all types of fan mail and hate mail and help mail and all this, right? I walked into my office the other day and my staff, Destiny, says, "Hey, you have a letter," and she hands it to me, and I'm like, "Why are you opening my mail?" And she's like, "It's from so and so," and I'm like, "Oh, what's it say?" She's like, "You need to read this." So I open the envelope, right? I look at the back of the envelope, and I read this. It says, "This correspondence is forwarded from a Massachusetts correctional institution. The contents may not have been evaluated, and the Worcester County Sheriff's Office is not responsible for the substance or the content of the enclosed material." So I'm like, and I'm looking at, I'm like, all right, I have a jailhouse letter. So I open it. This is not my first jailhouse letter. Most jailhouse letters that I get are like, "Hey, I, worked with you years ago, or my sister gave me your name, whatever. I'm going to be released in a month. I'm looking for a job or a resume, whatever." Things like that. Absolutely. I'm public figure. I'm not hard to find, right? Like you can find me. But this is the first time I have received this letter asking me to bust them out of jail. And I'd like to read it to you.
I am
Hold on. I
intrigued.
talked to Allie the other day, and as soon as she said she had somebody in corrections write her, my exact words are, "You're gonna bust him out, right?" And she's like, "That's what the letter's for."
This is,
Do it.
I love
Go
everything
ahead.
about this. Keep talking.
I can't wait to hear more about this stuff.
Okay. To whom it may concern, I am currently at the Worcester House of Corrections and I need help getting out. I have court in Quincy on the 19th and I need them to release me on that date because I can't move my bowels or anything due to my incarceration. After that, I have court in Worcester and hopefully they let me go with probation or something on December 4th. I did nothing in Quincy. I got caught pooping in the alleyway and they arrested me. Then I stole a $20 tip jar because I'm homeless. if you could maybe please tell Quincy to let me go with guilty filed or time served or whatever, right? Nobody's seen shit when I was pooping in the alleyway, homeless and flushed. In Worcester, all I did was spit on a doorway and they arrested me with like 4 charges. If you, I can't see what that says, could please have Worcester let me go with probation after Quincy lets me go with guilty filed. Also, when I get out, I am gonna need a hotel to get myself together and maybe some help getting into a shelter or something. Well, pleasure talking to you, and I really need to be let out one more time because I cannot move my bowels or anything, and I've done nothing. His signed. PSS. I would really appreciate it if you guys could get me out on December 4th in Worcester Court. And I'm like, bro, I have offered this guy Chapter 115. I've offered a hotel. I've offered him a VJO, a Veterans Justice Officer. I've offered him clothes and food and gift certificates. I have literally given this guy all I have to give. The only thing I cannot do is get you out of jail. Like, you defecated in an alleyway, you stole a tip jar, you spit on somebody. I can't help you.
We've all been there.
Yeah, come on.
But we've just never gotten caught.
You, I mean,
know
yeah.
You got the nail file.
Yeah, what's up, man? Where's the cake with the file?
Yeah, let's go get
Where's
it.
what?
Where's the
Get 'em
cake
out.
with the file?
Get 'em out.
Are you a
Sounds like a
faker?
good time.
Yeah,
Come on. We could have been drinking with you all day for Veterans Day.
come on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all day.
better than
Like
Veterans Day.
I'm so tired.
More
Like
than-
I actually just left another drinking party with Taunton's finest, and I'm like, I gotta do a radio show, and I'm like,
Yeah, you're already partying with the cops. I mean, come on.
and the
What's up?
firefighters, and, yeah. And I partied last night with the Marines. That was nice.
Oh, yeah.
I
How
was-
was, how was the
all
Marine
the
Corps
people to
birthday?
get him out.
Yeah, good. I was their guest of honor, and it was nice.
All
And I
right, so
took my
you,
daughter. I took my daughter, right, because I needed a DD. And the first sergeant who like cut the cake, and then like he was like licking the cake off the saber, and drunkenly I said, "More tongue," right? And my daughter, who's 19, and my daughter goes, "Take your shirt off," and I'm like, "Oh my
was
god!"
she talking to you or him?
No, she was talking to him. She's like, "Mom, he's hot," and I'm like, "He is old enough to be your dad, dude. Like, absolutely not, absolutely not." But like, my fiance is old enough to be my dad, so I mean, hey.
What's up? I mean, you know, he's a mature guy.
But
We get
let's
better
see.
as we age.
So
Yeah,
let's talk about.
busting guys out of jail.
We're not busting anybody out of jail, but you guys
What the heck,
today,
Al?
so all these last 2 days, right? People meet me, and I get this, and it's the same story. Like, you guys think you're original, you're not. It's the same fucking story. Well, I don't want to foul because there are guys who need it more than me. Guys, in my drunken state, I am telling you, you're not taking away from anybody. It's not
Leaving
pie
yours on the
where
table.
I get a slice, one shot gets a slice, Rob gets a slice, and there's no fucking more pie for you. That's not how the VA works. There's plenty of fucking money to go around. So while you're young and gung-ho and fucking full of piss and vinegar and, you know, you're fine, but then you're going to get old. You're going to turn 40 and 50 and 60, and the shit you should have done in your 20s and 30s, you're going to regret not doing it. You're going to fucking regret not having medical documents to back it up. Because when the VA comes back and says not service connected, that's just how they say no. So they're not denying that the action happened. They're not denying you fell off a Chinook. They're not denying you got blown up. What they are denying is the symptoms from that event, right? And the illnesses from that event. So when you literally have it documented that you tore your rotator cuff or whatever, now you have limited range of motion, but you go to the compensation and pension exam and they ask you to do an exercise and you're like, oh yeah, I can do this, look at this, oh yeah, no. You just literally talked yourself out of your fucking claim, idiots. Do not push past the pain. Don't fucking do the exercise if you're going in there and you say you have no range of motion. Don't fucking go walk in there with a bodybuilding fucking physique and you tell them you can't lift more than 25 pounds. They're going to fucking deny you. Don't walk in there and tell them that you have erectile dysfunction, but your fucking wife is visibly pregnant. they are going to deny you. And these are all true stories. These are all true stories. If you file for fucking hearing loss, do not wear your hearing aids in the fucking booth. You're gonna get denied. They're gonna deny you, and they're gonna say your hearing got better. And then you're gonna come to me, you're like, Allie, look at this shit. My fucking hearing got better. I know it. And I'm like, yeah, because you wore your fucking hearing aids in the booth. Like,
have you actually had a Marine leave their hearing aids?
I absolutely have had a service member wear their hearing aids in their fucking booth for the
You said
compensation.
Marine. Yeah, you said Marine.
You said Marine, but he was. He might have been. He was Korean. He was a Korean war vet, so he might have been a Marine. But yeah, and it happens. So I always tell them every time I fucking file for hearing loss, I always say, do not wear your hearing aids in the booth. You're gonna come out with better hearing test than you went in.
Yeah, obviously.
Stop it. Yeah, you would think it's obvious, but not so obvious.
Can we come back to your homeboy that's in jail for just a few minutes?
Yeah, what's up? I can't disclose his name, but yeah.
No, you're okay. You're okay. Homeboy was homeless before he got arrested. Did I hear that correctly?
Yeah. By choice, though, because this dude, and this is like, all jokes aside, it really is just a failure of our system and mental health. He is my age, 40 years old. He's a handsome kid. He did 2 tours in Afghanistan. Definitely with some mental health issues. And I don't know if there was some mental health issues before he deployed and just the deployments exacerbated them, but he was rated at 100%. He denied it. So he has like a fiduciary, but he, by choice, is homeless. His father lives in town, and I reached out to his dad. I'm like, bro, like, and he's like, Allie, I've offered, and we've done everything. We have sectioned him. We have put him in the detox tank. We have done everything, and he's good for a week, good for 2 weeks, says what he needs to say, and he's back out on the streets. He does not want to conform. I'm sorry.
This is just that thing that I say a lot. We bring up, but we need to bring asylums back. It's not to be inhumane in order to be humane, because he should not be in jail at all. He should be in some sort of mental
facility.
Care facility. Being
we've tried.
Yeah.
We've tried. So I didn't look at his records pre-army, so I don't know if there's a history of like paranoid schizophrenia or bipolar. I don't know any of that. And I didn't ask his father because it's none of my business, but I do know as a veteran, he does have severe mental health issues. I don't know if he uses illicit drugs. Like, I know there's a little bit of drinking problem, but he is homeless because he chooses to be. And it's
I know that homelessness is one of or veteran homelessness specifically is on the radar for the coming year. And it's going to be one of the things that's going to be addressed aggressively with the coming administration. And
I'll believe it when I see it. They all fucking say that, Rob.
No,
they all fucking say that.
I'm with Allie, but it is something that has been brought up.
Well, and the reason I am bringing it up, and the reason I asked the question is my experience with homeless veterans is just like yours. A lot of it is a choice. So just as an example, what I experienced while working in the ER here in Denver, I'm sorry, am I boring the fuck out of you?
No.
What's up, dude? I'll try to make the radio show a little more exciting. Was guys that were veterans that had apartments that provided to them through the VA.
Right, through HUD-VASH.
Choosing HUD-VASH, exactly. A lot of people don't know what that is. But we're choosing to live on the streets, making a choice.
Some. And then it goes both ways. I have veterans who, like elderly veterans, and this is what pisses me off. You're elderly, right? You're a senior citizen. You're in your 60s, 70s, 80s. On top of that, you're a veteran. And now, you fall, you break a hip, you break a knee or whatever, or you have a heart condition, you go to rehab for however many months, you come back and your landlord sells your apartment and you're like, what the fuck? I have nowhere to go. Parents don't want to take you in, or family, whatever. And that happens more often than I'd like to give Americans credit for. I have seen the worst of humanity. And it's like, unless somebody, it's just, this is the part of my job where I fucking absolutely hate our society because of how we treat our elders and how we treat veterans or people who need it most, right? Like you look at them like they're scum when they just need some help. And God forbid you ever fall on hard times and you have to swallow your pride and go wait in the fucking bread line or go visit your VSO and says, hey, do you have any gift cards? Because I have 4 kids I need to fucking feed. And, I just got laid off. Like, where's the compassion? Like, we as veterans, we're supposed to be better than the fucking civilian population. We are supposed to be more sympathetic. We are supposed to be like the helpers. And I just
there is no one harder on a veteran
than another veteran. Yeah,
right.
I was about to say we are so judgmental and hard on each other.
We
absolutely are.
And one slip of anything.
Right. Yeah. And it's like the same people that are like, oh, and veteran suicide are the ones that are saying Kuwait's not a real deployment. Kill yourself, Pogue. Like, fuck you. Like, how dare you speak out of both sides of your mouth?
Yep.
Like, instead of doing 22 push-ups, why don't you fucking go donate some money to the shelter, go volunteer your time, go donate your, slightly used clothes, actually fucking do something. 22 push-ups a day does nothing to help anybody.
We have a listener, a good friend who's listening right this second, Joe Allen, who every year collects blankets, coats, clothes, all kinds of gloves, hats, socks, all kinds of stuff for veterans. Can't find a place to give it up. Can't find a place to
what?
Yeah, he has a challenging time finding a place that he can give it to. So he ends up driving around Denver, finding people. Hey, you look cold, motherfucker. You want a new jacket? And he hands it out to people, just gives it to them because he can't find organizations that can process it.
What about churches? A lot of churches have like soup kitchens and like a St. Matthew's mission, things like that, where
he works hard at this. He spends a lot of time at this. Yeah.
Wow.
He spends a lot of time collecting jackets, coats, socks, blankets, and he struggles every year trying to find a place to actually give it up. That'll accept it. Yeah. He puts a lot of work in
zero sense to me. Zero.
and that's what he ends up doing, driving up and down Colfax. Hey man, you look cold. You want some dry socks? It's amazing to me. So,
well, we have use for him here. We have it wouldn't be practical from Colorado to Massachusetts, but I just don't understand why he has a hard time giving them away. And it's not just for veterans, right? It's for any of the homeless unhoused population, right? That he gives them to.
He's a prior service Marine. I think he aims at the veteran community just because that's what his heart is. But right. I don't know the details on that, so I don't know where.
That's wild to me. Yeah.
So, all right. So now that you've got 2 days of drinking and your liver is fucking punching its way out of your rib cage, what do you got for the safety briefing, boss? Besides, don't lick fucking swords in front of 19 girls.
Yeah, drink water when you're done drinking tequila. Drink water.
That's outstanding.
Don't lay down.
Oh my gosh, that is good shit.
Don't lay down.
Don't lay down.
Up. Don't lay down. No.
Oh yeah. Why is your whole world spinning? What did you do for Veterans Day?
You could have never partied with me.
Yeah, no shit, man.
We started my wedding. I can't wait to party with you guys at my wedding. We started the day with the pancake. What?
Coming up quick.
Yeah, less than a year.
Yep.
Yeah, we did the pancake breakfast to benefit our graves officer who purchases the flags and the plaques and stuff for all the cemeteries in town. Then we went over to the center of town where we had 2 different ceremonies. That was really nice. And we paid respects to, we just had a soldier lose his life. And even though it's not Memorial Day, it is Veterans Day. We couldn't have a Veterans Day if not for the veterans before us. So every day, we honor. And every day for me, every day is Veterans Day. Like I love my job. I love what I do. Then I came home and took a nap. And then I went out drinking again. I ate. I think I ate in there somewhere.
That's awesome. Well done.
It was a good day.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. Glad to hear it. You earned it. So I'm very glad to hear it.
And yesterday, before I went to the Marines, I went to another party at a buddy's house, and he runs Mass Combat Vets, Chapter 2-2. And we're all hanging there, and I'm stuffing my face with kielbasa and cheese and grapes and stuff. And in comes the president, and his road name's Chewy. And Chewy's like, hey, Allie. And I'm like, hey, what's up, Chewy? And he has this big, fucking beautiful flag. And I'm like, wow, that's pretty amazing. He's like, every year, my buddy, who's a firefighter, a retired firefighter, EMT or whatever, makes flags. And he gives one flag. He gives it to me to give to one person, one veteran. And this year, I'd like to give it to you. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, really? And I was just so blown away. And there it is. Like, it's
Oh, wow.
absolutely,
Sweet. I like it.
yeah, it's gorgeous. It's so heavy. And I like, it's ridged. It's a beautiful fucking flag. And
It's for her pleasure.
yeah, ripped for my pleasure. And I was just so honored. And because like sometimes it's a thankless job, and I don't do this for the thanks. I do it, just to make sure that my veterans are taken care of. But to have been recognized and acknowledged and been giving, this handmade beautiful art, it just it touched me. If I had feelings, I'd fucking cry, So that was my day. Yeah.
Well, Allie, before my part of your safety brief, before your head hits the pillow,
yeah.
Why don't you go take a couple of Alka-Seltzers, boss lady?
I'm gonna take that like Baca something. I don't know what it's called.
You should, find your local medic and take an IV bag.
Yeah, exactly. Go find yourself a medic.
I wish. I have an IV bag. I wonder how expired it is. Saline doesn't
they don't
expire.
Yeah,
right?
they don't expire. They last forever.
Yeah.
Speaking as a medical professional who's now retired, those bitches last forever, dude. You're good. Even if it says 2014 on it, you're fucking good.
I think it says 2007.
Yeah, man, that shit. Yeah, you're golden, dog.
Hey, Joe, I need you to administer an IV.
No, you can drink it. You're good.
Yeah.
Maybe bump it.
Crack that bitch open.
You don't even have to have a syringe.
Yeah.
I can drink
There you
it.
go in the out hole or in the in hole. It goes.
Yeah, there you go. That's what you need to do. A little bit of Vaseline.
I don't need Vaseline. Haktua.
Oh my God, he's so lucky.
Hi. Happy
Allie, have a
Veterans
great
Day.
rest of your Veterans Day. Have a great night. Thank
I
you very much for
appreciate
being
you.
on the show.
Bye.
Bye. What else you got for the safety brief, bro? You're done?
Oh wait, no safety brief.
You got anything else?
Don't do too many events in a row. Don't overeat on Veterans Day. Pace yourself, folks.
Pace yourself is a good one. Absolutely. Put a bottle of water on the nightstand. You're going to need it in the morning when you wake up. It's the best advice I can give, folks.
And an empty one.
And an empty one. That's the most infantry thing you've ever said on this show.
Did you ever have a guy?
How many wives you just pissed off?
Did you ever have a guy that had too many Gatorade bottles?
Oh yeah. Kosovo, Bo.
Ours was OG.
Was it?
Fuck yeah, bro. We did a
Where's that
there
tonight?
and we like pulled up. I was hoping he was listening.
Yeah.
Fucking blanket. I swear to God, it was like perfect, bro. Like stacked, and you could not fit another fucking full piss bottle. It smelled so bad,
Dude, you gotta fucking get rid of them bitches once in a while, dude. What are you doing, man? I can just.
Dude, you got the fucking whatever the army time or the magazine from Afghanistan, and then the guard tower. He has a story about too.
Oh, now I gotta hear it. RZ, I gotta hear this shit, man.
You gotta hear it. Please.
Yeah, I expect a message. Do you know why?
Yes,
I bet you do.
but the answer is no.
You know why we celebrate Veterans Day today?
Oh, I used to.
You probably do.
I do.
You do.
Because
Because you actually paid attention in school.
go
It's Armistice Day. So
Yeah,
so they during World War One, they were getting ready to end World War One. So and basically they were trying to make it like a momentous occasion. So November 11th at 11:11, they were going to declare the armistice. And because politicians are politicians and that's what they do, rather than end it at the time, they wanted to wait until November 11th at 11:11.
It makes your work easier.
Yeah,
But I was trying to think. I was like, it's a World War One thing.
it was.
And if you think there's not a lot that I think of from World War One, it's a lot World War Two.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
States and holiday. There's a lot of World War II stuff. And it was like nothing I think you pulled out of World War I.
But what that allowed to continue was that allowed the fighting in World War One to continue. And so soldiers continued to die because of that. So we remember, for our never forgotten, we remember Henry Nicholas John Gunther, an American soldier and possibly the last soldier of any type to be killed during World War One. He was killed at 10:59 a.m., 1 minute before the armistice was to take effect at 11 a.m. on November 11th of 1918. So, ladies and gentlemen, when you say your prayers and all that, it's Veterans Day. So I'm sure as you're getting ready to say your prayers and all that stuff, that you're going to remember all those veterans in your lives and remember them. And those that are still with us. So, but remember Henry Nicholas John Gunther, who was killed at 10:59 a.m. on November 11th at 10:59 a.m. before the armistice took effect for World War One. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been listening to From the Ashes on About Face Media, and thank you so much for being a part of the show. And yeah, thank you so much for being a part of it. Enjoy the rest of your Veterans Day. We really, really appreciate you being here with us tonight. So thanks a lot. See you next week. And I have no idea who our guest is going to be next week because I didn't look at the calendar before I ended the show. Have a great rest of your week. Bye.